In this video, I'm doing a position analysis from the 2023 Ultimate Backgammon Championships UBC Finals between Sander Lylloff and Mochy, Masayuki Mochizuki. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. Thank you to Marc, Olsen, and the Backgammon Galaxy team for allowing me to use this position in the video. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. So this is the position. They were playing on the beautiful Backgammon Galaxy Void board with the new Casio inlay. The surfaces can be changed. So this is the Casio surface, and they're playing with the bright orange and light blue or teal checkers. So this is the position. So Sander Lylloff is playing the orange checkers at the bottom, and Mochy is playing the blue checkers at the top. This is a 7-point match, and Sander is leading 4-0. 3 away, 7 away. Now, Mochy has a 4-3 to play in this position. So take a look at the position. Mochy has 2 checkers back. Sander has an anchor here. Sander does have a bit of a prime here and a stack on the midpoint. Take a look. Think about how you would play the 4-3 and pause the video and think about how you play it, and we'll take a look at the analysis in a moment. In the meanwhile, there will be a link in the description to exactly this moment in the match so you can look and see what happened. Okay, so sometimes it's easier to look at half the roll. In this case, the 3. So how are you going to be able to play a 3? So you cannot play a 3 from the 24 point nor the 22 point. So these are back. These are stuck. Even if you play the 4 here, there's no 3 because it's still stuck from the 20 point. So how are you going to play a 3? Of course, you don't have a 3 here. You cannot go from there. Putting a 3 from 6 to 3 puts it on the wrong point. You lose the builder here. And bringing 13 to 10 leaves a blot there. So let's look at the answer. The answer here is actually very counterintuitive. It's moving up and then playing the 3 behind like this. And this results in this position. The natural play of one play of bringing this down, bringing the 3 down, and then covering is actually a blunder. It results in this position. And the other play is 13 to 6. This is a natural play because it just brings a builder to where you want it as opposed to dumping it back here. It is also a blunder. So why is that? Let's take a look. When you bring this checker from the 24 point to the 20 point, it's actually rather safe. It's not going to be attacked. The reason is because orange has only 8 checkers in the zone. That's not enough to complete an attack. There's no spare checkers to unstack and hit one of these checkers. If orange were to hit one or both of these checkers, he'd likely have to break one of these points or leave a blot somewhere. And now look at this stack on orange's midpoint. Orange wants to maintain the anchor for now, and in the meanwhile, bring these checkers down into the outfield to serve as builders to make the 5 point and or the 3 point and so forth. When you bring this checker out here, as I said, it's rather safe, but it does provide outfield coverage, so that makes it harder for orange to come down and leave blots on the 9, 10, or 11 points. This is the dice distribution heat map for the top play of advancing the back checker with 24-20 and dumping the spare behind the anchor of 6 to 3. And this is for 13 to 6. And this is the difference. You see big swings on rolls like 6-4 and 6-3. So we'll examine that. And this is how they play. They play a little bit differently on this chart than the plus analysis because this is only a 4-ply. But if you look, 6-4 will bring 2 checkers down either way, but it leaves a blot after play A, and we'll see that. And 6-3 plays in 2 different ways. We'll take a look at that. It's a little bit different on this one. So this is how 6-4 would play. So 6-4, this is the one that either it's basically tied from hitting 13 to 3, which would leave a blot, or bringing 2 down like this, and that would leave a double shot. On the other hand, if you stay back and play like that, the 6-4, orange can bring 2 down, resulting in this position. And now there is a single shot, but this 6 is duplicated to cover here. And so is the 4-2. The 4-2 is duplicated to make this anchor, or even make this point. So there's a lot of duplication here. Now with the 6-3, after the correct play for a 6-3 would be to bring 1 down and hit loose, resulting in this position. That leaves a blot and board for direct shot and breaking the 8 point, which was valuable. So leaving a second blot. That's very dangerous. But if you stay back, orange can do this, resulting in this position and leave only indirect shots. So that's much safer. And then the 5-2 is also a big swing. So after advancing and playing behind, the 5-2 is correctly played by hitting twice like this. This is the double tiger play. This is very bad for orange because it leaves 2 blots in the board, breaks both the 8 point and the 7 point, and leaves 4 blots total all over the place. So if blue is able to come in and even hit a single blot, orange is going to have a lot of consolidation to do. On the other hand, if blue stays back with the 5-2, orange can bring 2 checkers down, resulting in this, and that only leaves indirect shots. Now in this variant, I brought a checker down from the midpoint to the 6 point, so there are 9 in the zone and only 4 on the midpoint. So now they become very close. It's very close, and that's because this extra checker in the zone allows orange to attack, gives them more opportunities to attack. And then if you extend that one further, bringing one more checker down, this time to the 8 point, now orange has 10 checkers in the zone and only 3 checkers on the midpoint. So orange is going to want to use these checkers to move them forward and has less of an urgency to unstack the midpoint. And you see, now moving up is actually an error, and 13 to 6 is a better play. So the tips you learn from this position is don't be afraid to advance a back checker against 8 in the zone. When the opponent has 9 in the zone, you have to be more careful, and you have to be very careful when the opponent has 10 in the zone. You don't want to place your a blot on the next point that the opponent wants to make. You want to leave blots in front of stripped points. You saw in the original position, the 6, 7, and 8 points for orange were stripped. So if orange were to hit, he would likely have to break one of those points, and that would give up a valuable asset. When the opponent has a stacked midpoint, like orange did in the original position, and is stripped elsewhere, outfield coverage becomes important. And always examine variance like we did here to see what will happen if you change the position, and consider how the next roles play for both of the considered alternative plays. So that was the position analysis from the 2023 Ultimate Backgammon Championship UBC Finals between Sander Lylloff and Masayuki Mochizuki. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know what you think in the comments below and what you'd like to see in future videos so I can work on that. Thank you again to Marc Olsen and the Backgammon Galaxy team for allowing me to use this position in the video. Again, my book, Backgammon Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and until then, keep rolling your dice.